Eddie,
Yeah.
I know the Big 12. I mean, had private equity firm, and I forget the name of the private equity firm that they have utilized in as far as Big 12, and and I realized that the University of Houston they had a loan provision that each school could take if they wanted to. U of H decided not to utilize that loan system. Why? What was the rationale behind it, and why did y'all refuse to not use it? Did y'all think y'all were getting enough from your boosters, or do you use this as an impetus to go back to your alumni base to try to get them to say, "Hey, look, we had this, but we believe in you all," to try to get them to step up to the plate and put more money into the program?
Well, I love that last part, and I don't think it works that well usually. I believe a lot in our donors. I believe a lot in our fan base. The reality is that was the deal with Redbird, the private equity company that you were mentioning. The reality is it did not hit what we're trying to do. It was a short term loan with a longer payback, which didn't really work for us. It wasn't ideal. And as you can see, no other school in the conference decided to take that. And that goes to show you that look, we all need to find a different way. We have to get creative, and we're trying to do that. We're listening to all these private equity companies. We're looking at joint ventures. We're looking at everything that you can possibly financial companies that may come with their creative ideas. Nothing is impossible, but for us as a state institution, for us to take a loan, because that's basically what it is. I'm building this we are building this program, and building this program takes time, but you have to do it right. And I'm not just going to take a short-term loan, thinking that that's going to really help us elevate, and then the payback in the next several years after that are really going to be daunting for this program, regardless if I'm sitting here or not. I cannot. I don't think. I know I cannot do that for the institution. That is not the right decision. So when it came to that, ultimately, we believe in our fan base. We believe in a lot of things we're doing when it comes to merchandise, licensing, even tickets and everything else. Everything right now is on the rise. Knock on wood. That I believe it's on the rise across the board, and we got to keep it going. But regardless of that, I have to continue to find a new path that's going to allow us to be in the right side of this. When you see places like Michigan State and Kentucky and others that have established LLCs for their athletic department, there may be a version of that comes here to us. It may be a modified version, but something is going to have to change for us to continue to be on the right side of this bubble. And so we're doing great, and there's a lot of things in our favor, but timing wasn't right, and the return on investment wasn't going to be plentiful for our department to be able to make that decision.